Arena! Hey, Chris in the house with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, guys, I am on my clustermate's Abbott account because we're going to do a service for him. And this is a public utility service. We are going to do a gear cleanse into accessories. Yes, accessories. Because this is a pain lately. We had so much trouble into filtering and gear cleansing accessories because of the amount of special ones that we got lately. We got reaction, we got stone skin, we got protection, we got merciless, we got stone cleaver, we got rebirth, we got many supersonic. So there is a lot revenge. There is a lot of things that are special on accessories that we struggle a little bit to filter, and this is a pain that many players have, including me. And there is one more thing about it. The number of accessories that we have here and the number of artifacts that we also have, there is a contradiction here, because we only can put 3 accessories on each champion. And we can put 6 artifacts. But the artifacts inventory and the accessories inventory have the same size. So you're going to have a lot more accessories stockpiled than you're going to have artifacts usually, because you have less space to use them. You have a lot more space on the artifacts to use them. So we have a tendency of stockpiling more accessories than artifacts here without use, and that's part of the trouble that we have cleansing it. So this is going to be a general tip for gear cleansing accessories. For sure, each account has their own situation, and you need the most important rule of the gear cleanse is to know the situation of the account, because it doesn't matter if I come here and tell you, bro, this is a bad item, you should sell it, if it is in your account the best kind of gear that you have, or the best piece that you actually have. So depending on the account, we keep bad pieces because it's the best piece that you have at your disposal. Until you get something better or many for you get rid of the trash, you're going to keep a trash piece because it's the best thing that you have. Okay, so this is the first rule that you need to have in mind when you're doing gear cleans or filtering your items or accessories or artifacts. Know your account. That's the most important thing. When I do gear cleanses for others, first thing I do, I take a general look at the account and I make some notes, because I need to know, okay, he has good amount of attack rings, good amount of defense banners, good amount of accuracy banners, so I can filter more that and raise the quality of the gear. Gear cleansing is really important because it's usually through the gear cleanse that you raise the bar, you raise the level of the gear that you're going to keep. After a gear cleanse that you don't have that much, you're going to raise the level, and that's account progression. So let's start. This is going to be a general guide for accessories gear cleansing. Let's go for it. So this is my blackboard that you see here, because this is going to be a little bit of a lesson. So what are the methodology that we're going to apply on this video? I'm going to introduce you to a general guide, a general rule, and I'm going to try to show you in-depth example of that doing the gear cleanse on an actual account. So I'm going to give you the rule that we are applying, and we're going to show how we're going to do it live on an account, at least an example of it. Usually the example is going to be accelerate to X to be a little bit shorter, but if you want to see it on normal speed, just put it on the options of the video here and drag it to the slowed version. Okay, first, this guide is going to focus on mid and end game and very end game players, because when you are on the early game, gear cleanse is not something that you have to care about. Usually everything that you get is new. Usually everything that you get is better than you had before. You have a lot of space to fill, so it's not something early game players are going to have trouble with. But when you reach mid game end game, and even more in the very end game. The high end game players, this is so troublesome, and sometimes it breaks your account when you don't have a good gear management. So we're going to start with it. Let's start with the must. For the items that I'm going to present you now, the accessories that I'm going to present you now, these are special kind of accessories that you're going to keep every single piece that you get. Keep all of them. It doesn't matter if you're early game, mid game, end game, high end game, have a ton of it, keep all of them. Because they are extremely hard to get. You don't get a good amount of them, and they are extremely impactful on your account and that on almost every area of the game, from the PvP to the PvE. I'm talking about the stone skin accessories, the merciless accessories, and the feral accessories. You're never going to touch any of these pieces of accessories for a long time. Most of the accounts will take a long time to farm these three kind of accessories until they have enough to start selling them. Okay, so general tip, never touch any piece of these three kind of gears. Keep all the feral pieces, all the stone skin pieces, and keep all the merciless pieces. Okay, these three is a must keep. Don't touch it. Most of the accounts don't touch it. Oh, but I have 35 defense rings of stone skin on the same faction. Okay, now you can start to cleanse it. Okay, if you don't have 10 rings of the same kind, of the same set, on the same faction, don't cleanse it now. Keep all these pieces. It's important to your account because they are the top of the meta in the arena. They are the top of the meta on the PvP. At the same time, all these sets are extremely impactful on these areas, and they are very rare to get. So sometimes you miss a piece and you cannot do a very good build because you miss one piece of this set. So keep all of them, all of these pieces, okay? This is the first rule. The second group of accessories that we're going to have is that keep at least one piece. When I say keep at least one piece, it's not to keep only one piece of that for all the account. Is keep at least one piece of each kind for each faction. What am I talking about? Keep at least one banner of resistance for each faction, one banner of accuracy for each faction, one banner of attack for each faction, one banner of defense for each faction, one banner of HP for each faction. At least one amulet of attack, one amulet of HP, one amulet of defense, one amulet of critical damage for each faction. One attack ring, one defense ring, one HP ring for each faction. That's what I'm saying when I say keep at least one piece. Okay? For the sets that we're going to talk about, you have to have at least one piece of that for every faction because they are really important, both for PvP and PvE. They have very good effects. They help you a lot. They're gonna improve your performance or maybe give you a special effect that's gonna save you when you're talking about arena, or boost your damage a lot or something around that on the PvE. And these are difficult sets to get usually. So even if the piece is really bad, if you don't have multiple copies of the same kind of item, you're not going to sell it. When I say multiple copies of the same kind of item, I'm saying, for example, you have on the Skinwalker's faction 3 banners of resistance of these same kind of accessories. So you're gonna be able to pick the best one and you can maybe sell the other ones, but you're gonna keep at least one. Even if it's the worst possible roll, totally flat, keep it at least one of each kind that I said. I'm talking about these sets here. The protection set, the supersonic rings and amulets, the rebirth pieces, and the pinpoint ring and amulet. Why some sets I took off the banners? Because, for example, for the supersonic banner, you only keep good ones. Pieces with very good roll matching the main stats and the substats, or pieces with very high speed. The same thing for the pinpoint banners. You don't need a bad piece of these sets because on these specific ones that I took the banner, you going to focus more on the ring and the amulet because it's easier. Usually you want specific stats on the banner that is hard to get, most of the time speed, and it's not compatible with what you search for usually to have a bad banner of these two sets. But you're going to need to keep the protections if even if they are bad. You're going to need to keep the rebirth even if they are bad for at least some time until you get some amount of these pieces accumulated into our accounts. Okay? Why these sets are so important? Because they do special effects and they help us to improve. Sometimes a combo of two pieces give us extra speed. Sometimes the combo of two pieces boost our resistance or accuracy or speed. Sometimes the 9 pieces give us really good effects, 6 pieces. So these are the sets that you're going to keep, at least one piece of each kind for each faction, the way I explained it in the first minutes of this session, okay? Pay attention on it. Next, we have the accessories that we're going to keep some pieces, the useful ones, and it's good to have some amount of them because they do very good kind of effects. Sometimes you want them to complete 9 pieces sets, and I am talking about these sets here: the Slayer set, the Stone Cleaver set, the Refresh accessories, the Reaction accessories, the Blood Shield accessories. Specifically for the Slayer and the Stone Cleaver, you want to have 3 pieces, at least 1 ring, 1 amulet, and 1 banner for each faction, because they are sets with very good effect with 9 pieces. And they have another peculiarity. They are sets based on damage. So you want to keep for these kind of accessories pieces that fits the damage dealing role. For example, have critical damage amulets. Do not focus that much on attack, HP, and defense amulets on these two sets, Slayer and Stone Cleaver, because they are damage dealing sets. So when you going to make builds with these sets, you want damage. So critical damage amulet is what you want. But you're gonna keep the other ones if they have really good rolls. For example, a defense ring with triple roll accuracy or quad roll resistance, you're gonna keep, even if it's not the specific set that you want, but it's a very good roll on a piece. You focus to keeping damage dealing pieces for these sets. For example, resistance banner and accuracy banner is not the focus of these sets. You want attack banner with attack substats. You want a defense banner with defense substats. You want an HP banner with HP substat and speed, for sure, on every banner. That's what you want on them. So the accuracy banner, the resistance banner is not the focus. You're just going to keep the ones if you just have these to complete the 3 pieces. If you just have 1 resistance banner, 1 HP amulet, and 1 ring, you're gonna keep it until you find a good one based on damage for the Slayer set and the Stone Cleaver. For the reaction, for the refresh, and for the blood shield, you don't need to have the 9 pieces to complete the effects, but it's good to have some pieces of them for each faction. Here and there are strategies around the blood shield for contents like Hydra and Chimera that it's extremely important, like the Titus one that we're having right now. The refresh accessories sometimes on some kind of contents like Hydra, Chimera, and other kind of PvE contents, it's really good. It helps a lot to improve your performance, to have some refresh accessories on the build. And the reaction is insanely good for the PvP. So to have good amount of reaction pieces is really good. You can be a little bit criterious while filtering these pieces. We got decent amount of them usually, about the reaction, the blood shield, and the refresh. So you can maybe filter them a little bit harder than the other two. The Stone Cleaver and the Slayer are more rare to get. so we don't filter as hard as we filter the other ones. Okay, and for the Slayer and the Stone Cleaver, remember we need 9 pieces. So you keep at least 1 banner, 1 ring, and 1 amulet for each faction because they are 9 effect pieces sets. The refresh, the reaction, and the blood shield is not 9 pieces set, so you keep sporadic pieces. 1 piece is enough sometimes for what you need, for example, of the blood shield or the refresh. The reaction to have the 3 pieces is good, but not always you have good ones with good stats. You're gonna use that to have that in mind. These pieces, we keep some, but we don't keep all. These are the rules for these sets. And there is left the pieces that we're going to filter as standard pieces. They are good, they have better effects than the standard pieces. They are not so hard to get, but at the same time, the effects and the usage of them are not the best one that we have right now. We don't use them in many places. They have good effects, but not amazing ones. They are slightly better than the standard one, but we can filter them as we were filtering a standard piece. Because out of the special accessories that we have access, they are the easier to get. Either they don't have the so impactful effect like the others. And I'm talking about the revenge accessories and the cleanse accessories. You're going to filter them with the same rules as you were filtering a standard piece, and we're going to explain these rules now. We finally reached the point of the video that I'm going to explain the general cleanse rules for each kind of accessory and each kind of piece that we have. Okay, but before it, I need to make this announcement once more to fix that on your head. Every account has its own necessities, its own state. The gear that each account have is different. So before doing any cleans, know your account, because if you don't know what you're going to filter, you're going to filter it wrongly. You might sell the best piece that you have at the moment because you don't know which kind of pieces you have. So to have a knowledge about everything that is on the account is good to have in your mind what you're able or not to filter. Each account is in a different moment, has different necessities. For example, my account is a very end game account, but for the undead faction, on the accuracy banners, I don't have a single double roll yet in 6 years of farming. So have that in mind. When I'm going to filter every other banners, I just want triple rolls for accuracy banners on every faction. Some I just don't want triple rolls anymore. I just want quad rolls or penta rolls on accuracy banners. But for the undead ones, double rolls, if they are very high double rolls, they are better than my best one. So knowing that is important to fix the rules to choose the rules that you're going to apply, because every account has specific points that they need to upgrade or to rethink how they are doing to filter the gear. This is the first point. The second point, if a piece is good, even if it is a special set or a standard set, keep it. If you get a quad roll of attack percentage on an attack ring, it doesn't matter if it's a standard piece, if it is a special piece, keep it. It's a good piece. You know, if you get a bad piece on a special set, you might think about the rules that we talked until now. If it is good to keep it or not good to keep it. But on standard pieces, if you get a bad roll on it, if you don't have any other better piece, you keep it. If you have a better one, sell it. Raise the bar of your account to have better gear. And these are the rules that we're going to apply to filter right now. Let's start with the cleansing rules for banners. Starting with the banners, there is something that you need to know about the banners. The banners have 5 possible main stats. We are talking about resistance, accuracy, defense, attack, and HP. And at the same time, they can have multiple substats. The banners are the only accessories that has the possibility of having speed as a substat. So basically they are really hard to filter compared to the other pieces because it's the only kind of accessories that you need to focus on more than one substats. Usually you have your main stats and you have your substats. Usually you want fitting substats with the main stats, but for the banner you have something else to take care. It is the speed. You need to focus on the speed, on the other substats and the main stats. So let's start with the HP, defense and attack banners, because for all these 3 pieces we have the same rule. Remember, we're talking here about mid games to end games to high-end game account. What changes between these things is the amount of rolls that you're going to qualify as minimum amount for you to keep a piece. For mid-game accounts, I would suggest double rolls to be the minimum amount to keep a piece. To end the game accounts, I would suggest triple rolls to be the minimum amount to keep a piece. The very high-end game, this is a level only whales are going to reach. It's to only keep quad rolls and beyond. This is the level most of the players won't reach because it's a lot of energy, a lot of farming, but there are some whales that are reaching this level of the triple rolls doesn't matter anymore because they already have thousands of them. So you only keep quad and penta rolls. For the level of only quad and penta rolls, very low amount of players, but they are. So mid game, consider keeping double rolls, end game consider keeping triple rolls. For the banners, triple rolls sometimes are not on the same stats. That's a little kind of tricky because when you're talking about banners, we're going to talk with relevant roles. What is a relevant role? You have your main stats. For these 3, attack, defense, and HP, you want the main stats to be the same as the role of the substat. For the attack banner, you want attack percentage. For the defense banner, you want defense percentage. For the HP banner, you want HP percentage. But at the same time, you also care about speed on each one of these banners. So, for the majority of the players here, we're going to use this rule. 3 relevant roles to keep a banner. If we're talking about 3 relevant roles out of the possibility of the role, all the roles that you can have while upgrading a banner, you want 3 of them to be on right stats. If it's a rare equipment, there are only 2 available roles. You're not going to keep rare banners anymore unless they apply to the rules of the special sets that we already saw. You're going to use these rules for standard items mostly. You're also going to use it for cleanse accessories, revenge accessories, reaction accessories, pinpoint banners, supersonic banners, and some pieces of blood shield. You can filter like that. Refresh, you can filter like that. A little bit of Slayer, but remember the rules that we talked about earlier about special sets. So, having that in mind, 3 relevant rows between the main stats and the substats. So, let me give you an example. To use it as an example, I brought this piece here because it's one of the few unrolled pieces on my account. As I said, this is a stone skin piece, so remember the rules that we applied in the beginning of the video. It doesn't matter what rolls here. I don't touch stone skin pieces, so I'm never going to sell it. Even if all the rolls here come to a flat stat, I'm not going to sell it. Okay, so talking about relevant stats. What are relevant stats? Here we have a legendary piece. So it is an HP main stat piece with speed, HP percentage, attack flat, defense flat. Relevant roles here would be speed and HP percentage. HP percentage because fits the main stats, speed because it's always important. So out of all the 4 possible roles on a legendary pieces, 3 of them need to be on relevant stats, speed, and HP for me to keep it. Okay? If that was not a stone skin, if doesn't roll 3 relevant rolls here, I wasn't going to keep it. Okay? If it was a standard one. So let's roll here. Let me put +8. 1 relevant roll that is a speed, 1 irrelevant roll. I would go +12. Because I still got the possibility of the 3 relevant rolls. Here, 2 irrelevant rolls, 1 relevant roll. If that was a standard piece, I would sell it. A red. Because we need 3 relevant rolls between the stats that we have possibility to keep a piece. So if it was double HP, 1 speed, we would keep it. If it was double speed, 1 HP, we would have keep it. This here, we don't have the possibility of 3 relevant rolls anymore, so I would sell it. Okay, this is a stone skin, so I'm going to keep it anyway. But if it was a standard piece, I was going to sell it. These rules, you're going to apply mostly to cleanse accessories, reaction accessories, revenge accessories, some blood shield pieces that you already have, some and you want to filter others, you're going to apply that. To the supersonic and MP point banners, you're also going to apply this rule. You're going to apply it to the refresh accessories for the slayer pieces that you already got some, and the other ones you're going to apply that. This is the general rule. 3 relevant roles between the substats that fits the main stats and speed. Let me give you an example of these actually doing that on Abed's account, doing the gear cleans using these rules. I'm going to accelerate a little bit the video because I don't want this video to be 3 hours. The gear cleans took 4 hours, so I'm going to cut a slice of the part of HP or defense or attack banners just for you to have an example how you do it in real life. Let's go with banners. I like to start with banners because I think these are, you keep a lot of them and you shouldn't keep that much in general. Let's go for it. Let's start with HP banners. So I select banners, I select HP here on the filter, and I'm going to filter towards what we have for every section of it. So we have 2 standard ones. When you have a banner, the general rule is to have, out of the main stats, 3 important rows. If it is an HP banner, you want HP percentage and speed. So between the 4 or 5 rows that you're able to have, at least 3 of them need to be on these 2 things for you to keep a banner. In this level of account, that's going to be the rule. For example, here, you have a HP banner but doesn't have HP percentage. So for him to keep that piece, it should be at least a triple row speed, following that rule, because you need 3 rows on relevant stats. Here, on the other piece, exactly the same thing, only 1 row on speed, no rows on HP percentage. So between these 2 pieces, both are really bad, but we need to keep at least one. At least one. So I'm going to get rid of the worst one. That is this one. And I'm going to keep the others. Here, that we have the possibility of rolling, I'm going to roll. Look. Triple roll on speed. Relevant item. So now that I have a relevant item, I can get rid of the 2 irrelevant ones. And that's what I'm going to do. The 2 irrelevant ones, that sucks. I'm going to get away. I'm going to get rid. I'm going to treat reaction on this kind of account as a standard item, okay? Not a special, because for many old accounts, we have so many items of reaction that is not that special anymore, okay? But Merciless and Stone Skin are something that you're not going to touch. Keep all the pieces at the moment, until you have quality, many pieces of each kind. Keep all the Merciless pieces and the Stone Skin pieces. So these Merciless, we're just going to put +12 to see what it rolls. Very bad rolling, but we're not going to touch it. Stone Clever is a damage dealing set. So we have 2 pieces here, one with 2 relevant stats, one with 0 relevant stats. So we're going to roll the one with relevant stats, and we're going to get rid of the one with totally irrelevant stats. We keep 1 piece of it and get rid of the other one. This is a spin point. This is the only piece that we have. It's a very bad piece, but we're going to keep at least 1. So we're going to do that F to all the HP banners here. So let's go 3 relevant stats. Let's keep it. 3 relevant stats. Let's keep it. Not rolled yet, but to be relevant, it needs to be a triple roll here. So not very high possibility. So I'm going to start with a +8. Okay. +3. Look, generally I would sell that because it needs to go on the +16 to be a triple roll for me to use or to get relevant. So it's a lot of resources to use to a standard piece, you know, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sell it. Stone Skin, untouchable. Don't Don't touch stone skin pieces. Pinpoint, let's see. 2 rows on irrelevant things. This is a very important set. So this is worth going to try plus 16. Okay, we have a double row here. We might keep it. On the other piece, no relevant stats, but the HP percentage. So I'm going to plus 12 because it's a relevant set. I'm going to try the triple row here because this is possible to use ore. I'm not going to use ore because it's just a double row and we already got another piece. And we're going to do like that. So we went for Steven Watchers. Now we're going for Night Revenants. Main, 1 relevant stat only. 3 relevant stats, not rolled. So this one is already going down. Okay. Here, triple roll on attack, so only 1 relevant stats. Non-relevant stats, not rolled, so let me plus 8. Double, so let's... When it's a banner, we always try to go for it to see if it's a quad. So here, it's not a quad. If you have plenty of ores, you can try to reroll that to see if it's a triple roll. If you don't have plenty, don't try it. Speed, please, speed, please. Nope. Let's sell it. So here, we don't have nothing relevant at the moment. Let's go again. It needs to be speed to be relevant. Okay, double speed. Triple speed, a red relevant. Oh gosh. Oh, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go, a quad roll, bro. This is really, really rare to happen. But every time I do gear cleanses, I get quad rolls to the people. Let's go. Let's keep going. Another one here. 1 relevant stats. Let's try another one. Not relevant. So we got 1 relevant banner. So we're going to get rid of the irrelevant ones on this faction. And it keeps messing around with the faction that we're doing the cleanse, but okay. Let's go here. HP, no relevant stats rolled. Here, triple attack, no relevant stats. Here, let me go plus 8. We have 1 relevant stats. Let's keep 2 relevant stats plus 16. 3 relevant stats. It's an HP banner with triple HP and has speed here. So we're going to keep this one. This one is a irrelevant stats one. So since we have plenty of ores, let's try to reroll it. Trying to get something relevant. Not that much. So let me sell the relevant one. Let's keep going. No relevant stats at all, and it's a mythical, so not worth to use ore. This is the only reaction that I see here, so I might keep one, because it's the only HP one that we have. But let me see the total picture of the faction to see. Protection, we have a really relevant one. All the 4 stats are good for the roll. This is irrelevant. So protection, we need to have at least 1 of each kind. Okay, so I know I have 2 protection HP banners. One is relevant, the other one I'm going to filter. Pinpoint. Let's see. We are seeking for at least triple rolls here. Not going to be a triple roll and totally irrelevant. Merciless is untouchable. Slayer is good to have at least 1 piece. It doesn't matter the stats, we're going to keep at least 1 piece because we might need to make a 9-piece set and that might help. So we're going to keep at least 1 piece. So this reaction here, it's a bad piece in general. You can go to the full picture of the equipped to see if it's more relevant, taking in consideration even the equipped ones, to see if it's really important to the account or not. For this account, it's the only reaction that we have from HP. So I'm going to keep 1. Let's go back to the HP banners. Stone Watchers we already did. We just did High Elves. Let's go Shadow Kings. Standard ones. Irrelevant stats. Triple roll relevant and unrolled. So let's get rid of the trashy one. We already got on the Shadow Kings that we actually know that we have 1 relevant banner with a triple roll here. So we're going to seek relevance on the other pieces. Let's go. Let's start with double roll. This one has 2 stats that can be relevant. Okay, we already got 2. Let's seek for the third one. 2 on speed, 1 on HP. 3 relevant stats. We're going to keep this banner. Here, only 1 stat's relevant. Speed. No chance. You can try if you're very whalish to get a triple roll in that piece. I'm not going to do that for that account. Specifically here, we have 2 relevant stats. Let's go straight to plus 12. Only 1. Not even possibility of triple rolls. Here, only 1 relevant stats plus 8. Okay, we got 1. We didn't got the second one, so no chance. Here, 2 relevant stats possibility plus 12. Okay, we got a double. Let's see if we got a triple. Got a triple. So triple speed, triple HP on an HP mana. We're going to keep this one. Pharaoh, we need at least 1 piece of each kind. So we're going to keep, doesn't matter the stats. The same for the Slayer, at least 1 piece of each kind. So we're not going to touch these ones. Protection, at least 1 piece. It's good. If it is speed, really good. Shadow King here. On the Supersonic, usually you don't go for the full set. Usually. Oh my god. Quad. We got a quad HP on an HP banner. So it is a 5-star, but we're going to keep it. Supersonic. So this is what we got from the Shadow Kings. Using the relevance parameter. Let's keep going. Skinwalkers already did. We already saw this one. Night Revenants. No relevance. We already saw the others here on this section. We're going to keep at least 1. This is a really relevant piece, but we're going to keep at least 1. From the pinpoint. This is also a really irrelevant piece. But I know the account, and I'm going to keep this one knowing it is bad. The same for Pharaoh. Really bad piece. Not going to reroll it, but going to keep just because the set is special. So we're going to keep even the bad pieces knowing the set's not good. Even knowing the piece is not good, sorry. Orcs, let's go. 2 relevant stats plus 12. Okay, we got double relevant rolls, or 1 irrelevant, so no. Here, plus 8. No chance of relevance. Let's get rid of it. Here, we're going to keep at least one piece. So the three relevant stats we didn't got none rolling. But we're going to keep this piece just because we need at least one piece of arrow for each kind. The same for protection, we're going to keep this piece. I'm going to roll because this can be a triple roll. Here, no. I'm going to keep. Stone skins are untouchable. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, we're going to keep it. So I'm going to just roll. We're going to keep it. Merciless, also untouchable. So it doesn't matter the stats, we're going to keep. Double speed, good. It's good to have at least one piece of Slayer for each kind. Okay, it's a triple roll. So I'm going to try to roll it. HP. Oh, with attack. Okay, Blood Shield, you need just one piece. One piece. And that piece can be of any kind. Any kind. So I filter normally, like it is a standard piece. You just need to have at least one piece. It can be a ring, it can be a necklace, it can be a banner. You just need one piece of this set. Okay, what a triple roll here, we're gonna try to re-roll it. Attack, with defense, with HP. Not good one. So I'm going to sell it. One piece for each faction, okay? So that's future the dwarves. Let's go for the dwarves here. Plus 12, since we got 2 relevant stats. Triple speed, let's go. Okay, gonna keep this one. Really bad piece. Here, let's go. Only 1 relevant stats, plus 8. No chance. Here. Only 1 relevant stats, plus 8. There's a chance of speed. No. Here. 2 relevant stats, I can go plus 12. I went plus 8, but I can... no rolls. Okay. Here, only speed, it's relevant. No rolls. Here, 2 relevant stats, plus 12. Speed and HP. Double HP, let's see if we get a triple. Speed, 1, HP 2. 3 relevant stats, we're gonna keep these one. We're gonna sell everything that's below 12. Supersonic. Here I'm going to treat it like a standard one. I'm going to sell it. Stone Skin is untouchable. Doesn't matter what rolls, we're gonna keep it. Pinpoint. Let me see if it's a triple roll for me to reroll. Okay, it can be a triple HP. It is a triple HP, so I'm going to keep it. It is an HP banner with triple HP. Demon Spawn, let's go. 2 relevant stats plus 12. No chance of going good, so not going for it. This one has a chance. Here, no, bad one. It's a plus 16 bad one, so I'm going to sell it. This also. Come on. Here, only 1 relevant stats, plus 8. Here, 2 relevant stats, plus 12. Okay, we got 2 of it. Double HP, 1 speed, 3 relevant stats. We keep it. Pinpoint. Totally relevant here. But we might get a triple roll out of it. And the triple roll, we can reroll for speed. On these sets, really important. We didn't got it. So let's sell this one. Reaction. Let's see if it's a triple. Pause the reroll. No, we're gonna sell it. Slayer, we just need 1. Both are really bad. So we're gonna see if there is hope for a reroll in one of them. No, this one at least has a HP percentage on an HP banner, so I'm going to keep this one and get rid of the other one. Because both are really bad. Okay, let's go here, Lizardman. That's why we got a quadro. Really bad, but it's the only one we have here. That's plus 8. Let's see if we can get a triple roll since it's a good special set. We didn't got Stone Skins. We do not touch them. Let's just see if we get something good. They're gonna stay here anyway. Get a roll. Protection is good to have at least 1. Okay. Really good banner, double from the 4 relevant stats. Pinpoint. Okay, this one we can roll. It has matching stats with the faction. We don't have that many pinpoints here on this account. I know it's a bad one, but I'm going to keep it knowing the situation of the account. Let's go, Undead. Quad HP on an HP banner, but quad ropes. This is a good damage dealing piece. Yes. It is a good banner. Yes. It is a banner that we can use that because it's the faction of Sifi, it's the faction of UDK, it's a faction with a lot of tankies, Necret. So this is an insane good banner, but this is a possibility of a quad roll speed. That is extremely more impactful than a quad roll HP percentage. So I'm gonna risk it. Accuracy. We lost the piece, but that's the risk. That's a risk that we go for seeking for quad rolls speed. Okay, on this piece we can try the triple roll to use ore if you have a lot of ores and we have on this account. So let me try it. Nope. Let me see if I get another banner. Because this one has double speed and 1 bad roll. Let me see if I have another good banner of this faction for me to keep at least 1 HP banner on the account. Okay, this one is a bad one. Merciless, we do not touch. So I'm going to keep this bad banner because it's the only relevant one that we have. I reroll the other one that it was really good. So let's keep it. Here on Bannerlords, we just have 4. This is totally bad. This is bad at the moment. Let's see. Totally bad. Protection, we need to keep at least 1. There's a triple roll here, so let's try to ore. Oh gosh. That's really good. Accuracy with triple speed. In a set that gives speed. This is a good piece. But again, we are without good pieces of HP itself. So I'm going to keep this protection piece as an HP banner of the account and get rid of the other 2 because they are totally bad. Not that this protection is good, it's also bad, but it's the only piece that we have from HP and is a special set. Okay, we still got some factions to do.
Let's go, Dark Elves. 2 relevant stats, plus 12. Okay, let's see the plus 16. Not a good piece. 2 relevant stats, plus 12. Okay, we have the chance of the triple roll. Triple roll. So we're gonna keep it. Here, 2 relevant stats, plus 12. Non-rolled. Bye. Again, 2 relevant stats, plus 12. Okay, we have the chance of the triple relevance. We didn't got it. Let's we have at least one good piece. So between these two, this one has 1 roll on HP percentage. Let's see what that one has. Nothing rolled. So I'm going to keep the one with at least 1 roll on HP. Protection. We're going to keep at least one, but let me roll it to see if it's a reroll piece. A triple roll. Nope. Pinpoint. Really bad piece. Let's just see if we can get reroll it. Maybe a triple. No, totally irrelevant. Supersonic. 5-star. On the Supersonic, we don't need to keep one piece. We're just going to keep, if it is a triple roll here, no. Let's sell this one. Okay, Barbarians. Plus 8, because just speed matters here. 1 roll. No relevance. Plus 8. No relevance. Plus 12, because 2 relevant stats. Already going to keep this piece, but let's see what it is in the end. Okay, we're going to keep it anyway. Here, plus 8. No relevance. Here, plus 12. 80% and speed. Okay, not going to be relevant at all. Sell. We're going to keep Pharaoh. We're going to keep Stoneskin. We're going to keep Merciless. It doesn't matter what we have. Pharaoh, because we need to keep at least one. Stoneskin and Merciless, we keep all. Slayer, we have to keep at least one. So we're going... Oh, and it's a triple roll. Good piece. In reaction, we treat it like it was a standard. Wood rolls. Let me sell it. So Barbarians is done. Sacred Order. Non-relevant stats. Let's just roll plus 8 to see if we can use ore. No, triple is the maximum we can get here, and we're not going to use mythical ores on triple rolls. Just wads or pens. 1 relevant stats. Plus 8. Plus 12. We need to be speed. Sell it. 2 relevant stats. Plus 12. 1 speed, 1 HP, so we're going to try the triple relevance. Let's go. Double speed, 1 HP. Let's keep it. Pinpoint. So here, plus 12. 2 relevant stats. Okay, I read a double speed. Oh, this account is really good. Triple speed. Insanely good for this account. So we don't need to keep this one. Protection, we're going to keep at least 1. Supersonic, we're going to keep only if it's relevant. 1 row for each. We don't have that many banners. I'm going to keep this one. And here, O'Brain. Gosh, plus 8. Okay, we got a double roll, so let's go for the triple. We can get a triple here, but usually I want to go for this kind of piece. Okay, usually I will sell it if it does not have speed on it. No relevance. No relevance. Here, plus 12. Okay, double speed. Double speed, 1 HP, relevant. So the other 2, fresh. We're going to keep at least 1 protection. Let's just see if it is good. No. Okay, but we are still going to try to get it. I was trying to get a triple roll because speed is relevant for protection set. The same here. Speed is relevant for supersonic. We can try the triple roll here. We didn't got it. So this piece I'm going to sell. We're going to keep all the stone skin. Here only if it's a triple roll. Let's sell it. Here we're going to keep everything. Also, Merciless and stone skin, keep everything. And this one is a really good one. Perfect one. 5-star, really powerful. And that's how you filter the banners in the beginning. So, we did this with HP banners. We're going to do the same for attack and defense. Okay? We're going to do that fast forwarding. Now that I showed you how to do it on HP as a sample, you're going to reproduce it to the defense banners and to the attack banners following the same pattern, using the same rules. And keep going. We're going for the resistance and accuracy banners. For the resistance and accuracy banners, there is only one really relevant stat, that is speed. So the rule is almost the same. You're going to keep, for mid-game accounts, at least a double row on speed for resistance or accuracy banners. For end-game accounts, at least triple rolls on speed for resistance and accuracy banners. This is the rule. There is only one relevant stat. We are only going to keep the banners that fits that rule. Speed is the only relevant stats for resistance or accuracy banners. So that's simple. The rule for these two kind of banners is to seek for speed rolls. Standard items, supersonic and pinpoint banners, and the same other categories like refresh, cleanse, revenge. Same thing as for the other pieces, other banners. Okay? You're gonna apply this rule. Double roll or higher for mid-game accounts, triple roll or higher for end-game accounts, but know the situation of your account before that. For example, Abbott's is an end-game account, but he has very bad amount of double rolls or higher.
So I'm going to use double rolls as rule for his account. Even knowing it's an endgame account, it suffers to have this kind of rolls yet. So I'm going to filter using the double roll rule for it. Let's take a look at how I did to him. Okay, we are back. We finished the HP, attack, and defense banners using the same rule that I explained. And now we're going for the resistance banners. The resistance and the accuracy banners are the same rule, but there's only one relevant stats, that is the speed. So you're going to put the resistance, and you're going to seek for your account level base of speed. On this account, I want at least double rolls on speed to keep the item. So I'm going to keep it if I got at least a double roll. For example, here, I need to plus 16 to get a double roll. That's not a good piece. Plus 8. A red double roll. A red going to keep it. Can be a triple, but it's a red double. We are almost out of silver. As you can see, we started this video with 200 millions. We just filtered a few banners, not even all the kinds, and we are a red almost without silver. Cleansing accessories is the most expensive thing that there is on this game. This is where our silver melts. Okay, a double. Let me see. Nope. Here, I'm going to try plus 8 just to see if it's a double roll, to see if I can go for quad. Oh gosh. Nope. The same here, because there's no relevant stats. So we keep only the one with at least a double roll. Sacred Orders. Quad roll here. This is a quad roll, as I said. We keep the ores, the mythical ores, for the quad or penta rolls. So we're going to try to roll this piece to see if we get something good. Accuracy. Not this time. Here, not a double, not a double. A double. So we have at least a double here. So I can, this faction, I can sell the bad ones. A double. Okay, a triple here. Let me try to reroll it. Relevant one. Okay, let me go here. The double. Not going to be that relevant here, only if it's a quad roll. So on this faction, we already got the double. Here we're going to keep it. At least one. Here it's totally not relevant. Stone skin, we're going to keep everything. Let me just see if it is a quad roll material. Maybe. Nope. So we did this one. Same here. Quad roll. Oh gosh. This is crazy. On the Sifis faction, this is even more crazy. Okay. Maybe a quad roll material here? Nope. Okay. Okay, at least double roll, we're gonna keep it. Not going to plus 16 because we don't have that much silver anymore. Double roll, gonna keep it. This is a dead mage dealing set. I read no, we got other pieces from this set, so I'm going to sell this 5-star piece. Oh, quad roll. So defense. Quad roll speed, another one, baby. Let's go. Okay, not a double. Not a double. Not a double. Not a double. I'm going to keep the first one because I red glyphed towards the bottom of a double. Here. Not relevant stats, so just see if we can get a quad roll. Oh gosh. Ooh. Let's keep going here. Triple, oh gosh. Quad. A quad roll. Let's go. HP, attack, defense percentage, speed. One roll, no roll. The silver melted. Okay, we have already have one roll. Oh, other one. No relevant. Just see if it's a quad. It's a chance. It's a chance. No one. No relevance. So see if it's a quad. Nope. No relevant stats here again. Let's see if it's a quad. Nope. Here. Let's keep at least one. This can be a quad. That can be any more. Okay, we're going to keep all stone skin. We're going to keep one, at least one protection.
pinpoint. Okay, let's see here. Double row. Alright, going to keep it. Red going to keep it. Here, just if it is a quad. Double. Triple. Not a quad. Triple roll. Not a double. Okay, this has a chance of a quad. Not anymore. Here, only if it's a quad because no speed, no relevance. Double, nope. So this is going to be sold yet too. Here, nope. Here, it's a triple nothing. Okay, a double, alright, relevant. A triple, really good. Almost there. Okay, this one can be a quad. And we ran it out of silver. So, we're going to continue that when we get more silver. Okay, let's continue here on the banners. Now we're going to the resistance banners. And we are going to filter that banners to have only double speed or more. That's the only stats that matters for us. If it does not have a double speed, at least we are going to sell it. Okay, so double speed. Okay, we got a chance here. Very low chance. Double speed. That's for the traditional ones. Okay, double speed. Stone skin we don't touch. Rebirth we're gonna let at least once. Here, quad roll. Oh gosh. Double. Double, we're gonna keep it. Another double, we're gonna keep it. Triple, really good. We're gonna let at least one pharaoh. This ping point only fit double roll. One for each. No, we don't want. Not double roll, but I'm going to let at least one, so I'm gonna let this one. Here. Okay, let's go. We just need one roll here. For sure, no. Okay, we got a double roll here on the reaction, so now I'm going to sell that one. Also going to sell that one. Not gonna touch Messless, neither Stone Skin, doesn't matter the stats. Let's go here. No rolls. Okay, we're gonna let everything from Stone Skin, at least one protection. We got a double roll here. That is a safe one, this one. No chance. Bye. Let's go there. No speed, so we only gonna keep this if it's a quad roll to reroll. No chance. Okay, here maximum is double speed, so we're not even going to try. Let's go here. No triple. Here. Okay, we have the chance. Not the bad stats here. Come on. At least one. Okay, we have a chance of a quad here. Ooh, let me reroll it. Resistance. Speed. You're gonna let at least one, Benna. Supersonic. Triple to reroll, let's go. No, let me sell it. Here, only for double speed. And one banner from the Dark Elves. Oh, greens. No double. No double. No double. So these only fees a quad roll to reroll. Has no speed at all. No quad, sell. Here. Okay, not going to try. The same rule here. Only fees a quad roll. Nope, sell it. We already have at least one double roll. Not going to touch the Stone Skins. Going to let at least one pharaoh. Okay, potential quad roll here. Nope, not going to touch it. Okay, this is a reaction. I'm going to try to roll it. I'm going to let at least one. Okay, give me that triple. Double, let's keep it. Here we're going to keep at least one. Even if bad, let's keep at least one rebirth. Oh, let's go. Give me a penta here. Okay, we got the double. Let's try the triple. No, but we're gonna keep the double. No chance. Here, at least double. Not gonna try. Plus 12. Not gonna try neither. Stone Skin. No speed at all, but we're gonna keep because it's Stone Skin. Here, we're gonna keep at least one. But I already got one from this faction. So I'm going to roll it to see if it's a triple roll for me to reroll. It's not, I'm going to sell. Here, let's go. Same thing. Let's roll to see if it's a triple. If it's not a triple, let's sell. Not a triple. One for each. Do have more than one? Okay, we're gonna keep one of this ping point. Let's sell the others. Orcs. Here, let's go plus 12. We have the chance of the quad roll, so we're gonna try. No quad roll. Let's see the other banners if we have at least double roll to see. Okay, this one's going to be selling. This is a damage dealer set, so we're only going to keep if we get very high rolls. Protection only going, sorry, reaction only going to keep if it is high rolling. That's for each, so no. Pharaoh, we're gonna keep at least one. Let me see if there is a triple, no. Give me the triple here. If it is a double, gonna keep it. It's not a double. Demon Spawn. Here only if it's a quad or penta. Double. No chance. Here, bad one. Plus 12. Bad one. Plus 12. Okay. Almost the same here. This one's a red max set, so I'm going to keep at least one. Okay, no chance of good things here. The mage dealing sad, so let's try to hold something, at least a triple. Nope. Here's a 5-star. Only if it's a quadro. Okay, no quad. Bye. Night Revs. Let's see if I got a triple here. HP with speed. Not resistance, but a triple speed. Plus 12. Let me see if we get a triple here. No. But you're going to keep at least once. Bro, this is a waste. A waste. I'm gonna keep just because it's already different like that, but this is such a waste. Here, give me the triple or I'm gonna sell you. And now speed. Defense, attack, speed. Nope. Triple or I sell you. Nope. Simple Watchers, triple. Okay, this one we can already roll it. Let me see if it's double at least here. Nope. Rebirth. Let's keep at least one. Okay, let's see if it's a double. No, but we're gonna keep it. Benelords. Let's see if it's a quad or triple. No. Since it's a stone skin, we're going to keep anyway, but this rare one we can sell. Okay, the resistance, at least double roll speed. Unless it's the only one you have, you keep at least one for each faction, then you set up your parameter. Only double rolls, only triple, only quad, only penta, depends on your level. It's the same rule for accuracy banners. Double rolls or sell it, unless it's the only one that we have on the faction. Let's go for it. Okay, this is a triple knock.
We finished filtering all the kinds of possible banners. We filtered here the resistance one, and it's exactly the same rule for accuracy. You're gonna just seek for double rolls or higher on speed. That's a relevant stat. Finishing all the banners, we're going for the next kind of accessory. We're going to start the rings. The rings are a lot easier than the banners because there is only one relevant stats. There are only three kind of rings: the HP rings, the defense rings, and the attack rings. And there is only one relevant stats for each kind. Basically, you want the main stat to fit the substat that it rolls. If you have an attack percentage, if you have an attack ring, you want attack percentage as the roll of the substats. If you have HP main stats ring, you want HP percentage as the stats of the sub roll. And if you have defense main stats, you want defense percentage as the stats of the subs. That's the rule. The amount of rolls is determined by the level of your account. If you're mid game, seek for double holes or higher. If you're end game, seek for triple rolls or higher. If you're extremely end game, quad rolls or higher. Okay? Very simple. A lot easier than the banners. You're going to apply this rule for the standard ones, for the refresh, for the revenge, for the cleanse, and you can apply to any other piece if you have decent amount of the special ones. Okay? Having that in mind, let's give you an example of how to do it with Abbott's account gear cleanse. Let's go to it.
Okay, we finished all the banners. Let's go to the rings. Here the rule is simple. We're gonna start with the HP rings. We're gonna keep all muscles, all stone skin, at least one of the specials, at least one Pharaoh, at least one supersonic, at least one protection, at least one rebuff, at least one stone cleaver, and we're going to filter to double rolls or higher on the standard ones. Let's go. Triple, but wrong thing. This is HP. No double. Okay. No double. So 3 are red gone. Let's go +8. Nope. Here. +8. One roll. Let's try the double. Nope. Bye. We're gonna keep at least one. We're gonna keep all. We're gonna keep all. From Stone Skin and Muscle is all. From Slayer, at least once. Let's go here. Needs to be at least double row to be kept. Triple. Okay. These 5 stars. Let's sell these. Let's try. +8. No rolls, buy. +8. This is a Lego. No rolls, buy. +8. At least a double row matching. Okay, 1 row. 2 rows. We're gonna keep it here. +8. Nothing. +8. 1 row. No row. +8. Sell it. We're gonna keep everything here. We're gonna keep at least 1. So let's see which one is better. Triple or nothing. We can reroll that one. This is a special set. Wrong sets. So this is the one that we're gonna keep at least. Triple defense again. Come on. Here we're gonna keep at least 1. We're gonna keep this one since it has matching stats. Let's gonna sell the other one. It doesn't matter what rolls here. We're gonna keep at least 1. Okay. Let's make one that here. +8.
Once we finish the rings, we're going for the last kind of accessory that's missing, the amulet. The amulets have 4 different main stats. The attack one, the defense one, the HP one, and the critical damage one. We're gonna filter them differently. Starting with the attack one, the only stats that fits the main stat of attack on the amulet is accuracy. Because between all the champions that use or are able to use an attack amulet, only the bomb champions take advantage of it. And most of these bomb champions need accuracy to land their bombs. So between the substats of the attack amulet, we are always going to seek for double or higher rolls on accuracy. For sure, if you got an attack amulet that has multiple resistance rolls or triple or quad or penta, you're gonna keep it for sure. It is a good amulet. It might be your best amulet, so you're gonna keep it. But the matching substats that you want for attack amulet, it's accuracy. Between all the amulets is the one with the lowest amount that you need. Okay, don't keep many attack amulets because you just need 1 or 2 per perfection. So keep only 1 or 2 perfection, and that's it. You're only going to keep more if they are from special sets. Standard ones or sets that are lower priority on the special ones, just keep 1 and it's good. The HP and defense main stat amulets, we're gonna apply the same rule. We're gonna seek for accuracy or resistance substats double or higher rolls. Only one of them is not accuracy and resistance. It's accuracy or resistance. So you want double roll or higher accuracy, triple roll or higher accuracy, quad roll or higher accuracy. You don't want 1 accuracy, 1 resistance roll. You don't want 2 resistance, 1 accuracy. No, one of them, the most amount you can. So for the HP main stats, you're gonna seek for triple, double, or quad rolls or higher of the same substats in accuracy or in resistance. And for the critical damage one, we're going to apply a different rule. We're going to first put it to +12. If it is a triple roll, we're gonna keep it. Straight, we're gonna keep it. If it is not a triple roll, we're going to ascend 1 star. If this ascension, it is critical damage, we're gonna keep it. It doesn't matter the substats. If the ascension of the critical damage amulet, it is critical damage, we're gonna keep it. Or when we +12 it, if it is a triple roll or higher, if you +16, we're gonna keep it. These are the things that we seek on the amulets. Let me show you really quick how we do it about the critical damage ones with an example here. This is one of the few critical damage amulets not rolled on my account. It is my only rebirth accessory that I have for this faction, so I'm not going to sell it. It doesn't matter what rolls here, but I'm going to explain you how you're gonna do it. When it is a critical damage amulet, you're going to upgrade it to +12. It is not a triple roll. It rolled 1 on each things. So you're going to ascend 1 star. If this ascension, it is critical damage, you're gonna keep it. If it is not critical damage, you're gonna sell it. For sure, I'm not going to sell this one because, as I said, it's the only rebirth amulet that I got on my account for this faction, so I'm going to keep it. But if it was many other of the standard or the less priority special ones, I would sell it, because critical damage you only keep if it is critical damage as ascension or if you have a triple hole or higher on the stats. It doesn't matter the stats. You just want the critical damage ascension or a triple hole. That's it. That's how you're gonna filter your amulets. So guys, finally we reached the end. This is how you're going to manage your accessories. This is every rule that you need to know. to keep a good management of your accessories and keep good quality between your accessories. If you follow this rule, you for sure are going to improve the quality of your gear, and by doing that, you're going to also improve your performance. Gear cleans is really important to improve the level of the account. The better the gear, the better the account. It's if you can have all the strongest champions in the game, if your gear is weak, you're gonna be weak. If you have all the champions in the game and very weak gear, you might not be able to do things because you're not as strong as you need to be to do it. And doing gear cleans or gear management in the right way is one of the best ways of making your account fit the champions that you have. So having good gear, managing well your gear, it's really important to be strong. So that's all the tips that you need to know to filter your accessories. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's not an easy video to do. It takes almost 4 days to record it and to edit it, but I hope it's good information for many players. If you enjoy this kind of content, do not forget to and as always guys, remember, it's all about arena.